everybody. In this video we're going to take a look at how to beat the Act 3 boss, the Time Eater, with a max upgraded Defect. You can see from the start here that I have the gambling chip, so I'm able to discard some cards. He is not attacking on the first turn here, so keeping things like my innate boot sequence is unnecessarily, defense is unnecessary, and hologram is going to be unnecessary as well. The only benefit to having hologram would be if I were able to have a little bit more energy and I didn't play Hello World, which I am going to play because I like the free card every turn. I could essentially double play Electrodynamics. I think I'm going to be fine without that, so I'm going to get rid of these 3 defensive cards and see if there's one other good single cost card. Power is a great one to have, so that'll be a perfect opening salvo here. So potion loadout. I have a perfect potion setup for this here. This is going to be, it should be a guaranteed win for the most part. I have block for self-defense. I have channeling darkness for all of my orb spots. I'll use that late in the fight after he does his phase 2. Duplication, I can play any of my cards twice. Again, I probably won't do that until I get something like the lock on where I can increase the damage to him. And then just some random ones where I'm going to play the top 3 cards in my draw pile. I typically wouldn't use these until the deck is much lower and the percent chance of getting cards that I want is going to be better. If you're interested in the relics, you can go back to the previous video with the Nemesis and you can see all of these things that I had here. Key features right now are obviously the inserter, and the ink bottle gives me an extra card out there as well, and also the strange spoon. So exhausted cards are only exhausted half the time. You can get really lucky with that. Sometimes you don't, though. Alright, that being said, deck-wise, I have an absolutely massive deck. So there's a lot of channeling. There's a lot of card draw as well. Otherwise, it's nothing too elaborate. There are a lot of power cards in there. This is a big power card deck. You can see I have 3 of them just on the opening turn. How often do you play 3 power cards on the first turn? Not very often. Okay, so remember the big thing with the Time Eater is you need to end your turn when this thing hits 12. Do not ever, for any reason, finish this off at 11 because your next turn is going to be absolutely terrible. I would recommend even steering clear of 10. Playing 2 cards on a turn is okay if you're playing an expensive card, but you want to finish every single turn that this is coming up on 12. So far, every time that I've played him, I've never run into an instance where I've ended up on 11 yet. I've ended up on 10 once. But otherwise, I've always timed it out to 12 perfectly, and so you have to be cognizant of this at all times. Other than that, he doesn't have any other really dangerous mechanics aside from him resetting his health at halfway. So his health pool is actually 1.5 times this. So he's 450 plus another 280 is 650, 730-ish health. Pretty big health pool, but he's not overly difficult after that. Blocking, we don't worry too much about the blocking. We're going to do our defensive checks like we usually do. He does do this thing where he'll put out the vulnerable and the weakness on you. That's not usually a huge deal for attack because we're getting our attack damage from this stuff here. So, much like many iterations of the Defect, Rebound plus Charge Battery, Rebound should always be used in conjunction with a good card. So Rebound, Charge Battery is a great one because we get energy next turn, and then it comes up again, I get energy the next turn after that. You want to get as much energy as possible, so this is a perfect combination to do. Alright, Hologram gives me a little block. He's going to hit me for 30 minus 11, so 19. That's a pretty big hit. Loop is always a good one to do. If I play this one here, I'm going to get the 6 block unless I had a 0 cost out here. Boot sequence is a good one. This one didn't get played, so it wasn't exhausted. So I think that's a safe play right now. I don't need to deal out any attacks because I'm going to be channeling out orbs. So we'll take the boot sequence, get the extra block, 28, 31. It's all covered. and we're at 7, so we have to think about the next turn then playing 5 cards. With the energy that I got coming up, I should be able to play 5 if I get a expensive card in there. I can just skip it and go down to like 2, or if I get some 0 cost ones, 5 should be easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I should be able to play 5 here because of the extra energy. So first and foremost, let's get the lock on. Self-repair is irrelevant. I do not need that card because there is nothing after him. So that's at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Boom, boom, boom. And I screwed that up. Should have played Barrage first, but I got a little bit too carried away there. So that's a little bit of damage left on the table, but I'll take it. So because he's got the lock on, I would like to be able to obviously channel some stuff, but simply don't have it at this point here. Again, rebound and charge battery, or rebound and recursion. Always good options to play. I will take charge battery every single time. So recursion, recursion, more charge battery. I was contemplating, I'm not going to play another attack because I like it at 5. This gives me a turn of 3 and a turn of 4 versus trying to get out 6 cards on the next turn, which is possible because of the energy that I have coming up. But it's risky. Playing a 3 and a 4 is easier. I could play 4 cards the next turn and then 3 after that if I need to. But no, I was contemplating on if I wanted to play my double here to soak up some of this damage. I didn't think that I was going to be too crucial. I still have full health and I have a reasonable amount of block. I think I'm going to be okay. Because I'm not getting a ton out of this lock on yet, that'd be the only instance where I really want to spam something really hard. Alright, so that was the first time that I took damage here. So now, either we play 7 cards or we play not 7 cards. And I think we can actually play 7 cards. We have 2, 4, 6, 8 in our hand. We can play everything except for multicast for the most part. So I'm going to focus on card draw first. Definitely focus on card draw first. And then chaos to get some free defenses. Okay, now we're looking at what can we do to maximize this card here. Because I have 4 cards to play with and I have energy to burn. So put something from my draw pile into here. Focus is always a great one to pick. Or my other electrodynamics. Focus is better in the long run because that's every single turn after this. So we're going to take Defragment Plus. Use that. We're at 9. We need 3 more cards, which is going to be Turbo, and then Multicast here. So we'll get some extra defense because I don't need this one out here, and he's going to hit me plenty hard. Perfect chance to actually play that. So we're sitting on a backlog of some defensive stuff right now. Generally not my MO for playing this character. Usually I spam lots and lots and lots and lots of lightning. Okay, we're back to square one again, so let's get power cards out there. Power cards heal me, so I'll take that 2 health every single time. Simple block, I guess. Hologram, if we can get some channeling going on here. Actually, a better option might be the charge battery again to get the extra energy. Yeah, let's take it and let's do rebound. Reason I'm doing rebound is I want to get this energy back. and then static. Okay, so I think I'll be able to play 5 cards next turn, so I'm going to go ahead and finish that one off. That puts me at 7. Playing 5 cards on a turn isn't too difficult. Defense is all covered. A little bit of damage his way, but I should be getting to my electro cards. I guess maybe I just cycled through them, so I don't have much left on that front. So this will just be a little bit longer fight than normal because I'm going quite a bit defensive. Stack, couldn't have asked for a better time for stack, for sure. Alright, so we need to play 5 cards. Ball Lightning, Zap, Barrage, yes. And then 2 cards, we'll do 30, 15, and 8 is 23. What I'm contemplating here is, do I want to absorb all the damage, or do I want to take some of it? And what I'm thinking is, I have to play 2 cards, so I'd have to play my turbo regardless. But I want the energy for the next turn. I always want the energy. And plus, if I let him hit me a little bit, I at least get the channel of the lightning. I need to get some lightning out there if I'm going to finish him off. So I'm going to take the energy for next turn. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to block it because he's going to go into his heal mode, and I'm concerned I won't be able to attack him. Like, he'll go invincible. Okay, so we ended on 12. Yeah, so he's going to heal here. Wasting my turn here would be, to be honest, there's really nothing great to do here. Other than I'm thinking to just play Rebound and Turbo, just so that I get that energy back the next turn. And then after that, we'll let him do his heal. And now we can start working on the home stretch here. Unfortunately, stack came up at the absolute worst time at this point now. So defense is, we want to, not even really much we can do with that. So what I want to start doing is focus on getting some of this stuff out. So I'm going to, we're on the home stretch now, so we can do whatever we need to do to finish them off. So I'm going to do duplication at this point. We're going to duplicate this one here. It's not my electrodynamics plus, but that's okay. Now keep in mind that counts as 2 cards, so you have to be aware of that. But now I have this stuff here going. That's good stuff. So defenses, they're going to start stacking up when I start channeling those things. I'm going to work on getting a little bit of defenses in there. So let's do card draw first. More and more energy. Take that card back, do card draw again. That's a junk one, that sucks. We're at 7 cards, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's go with Distilled Chaos. Adds a little bit extra to it. And now we can do 3 cards pretty easily. I can either play Recursion or I can do another Distilled Chaos. This would keep one of these in here. I want to funnel these out. That's going to be 8 and 8 is 16. Let's just, because I need 3 cards, let's just leave that one. That's not a big deal for me to channel that one and bring it up. So let's get these out there. Just junk cards. Not a real great turn, but it is what it is. And one of them was actually unplayable, so we do the recursion and play the 12th card. At this point, he has literally no chance. I could beat him even without using this. If I was playing on the ascended mode with the rest of the keys here, I would save that for the final heart fight, but I'm not doing that. I said I'll be able to kill him even without, because this is 5 damage times 2, 4, 6, 8. 5 times 8 is 40. So there's that. And then these are all going to get evoked. Just in the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and finish this one off. Okay, so I guess I didn't finish it right then and there. I thought I would, but I guess we'll just do a evoke on him to finish him off here. Still didn't get him. I guess my math was just really bad. Okay. So you could see from this fight here that defenses are obviously key as long as you keep things channeled. If you don't have the inserter, obviously things can go a lot longer because you don't get all of the same passives, and you wouldn't have gotten the same benefit from that that last potion with the Essence of Darkness here. These here would be tough to get through, and ultimately I would need more electrodynamics to really spam through those. And unless they're channeling, I usually only like to have 1 or 2 darkness channeling and have them really brewing, so that by the time they come up, they do 30 or 40 plus damage. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to leave those below. Otherwise, we'll see you again next time.
Thank you so much for watching this video and supporting my channel. If you like this video, please show your continued support by hitting that like button, and be sure to check out both my YouTube channels for new content all the time. And always remember, peace is a lie, there's only passion. We'll see you next time.